Hi again. I have an interesting topic to bring up today. I actually had a conversation with a friend not too long ago that I expected was going to go very differently. But when I realized that we had different perspectives on something, I thought, okay, do I pull back and not go there? Do I preserve the friendship, or do I approach it from a place of curiosity? And so that took me down option B path. And I decided to ask how she came across that opinion, or why does she feel that way. But I didn't decide to come at it from a perspective of defending my own perspective or opinion because of how she responded. I just was listening just to see how she felt. And it brought me to a thought of, well, I already feel this way, but I feel it's not common in society, and I hope that I'm wrong on that, to respect someone else's opinion and not change your opinion about that person because their opinion may be different than yours. So my point is, we ended up having a really good conversation, and once I was able to connect with her and understand her perspective, I dove in, and then it began to also explain how I felt about that particular topic. And if you would have asked me before that conversation if we thought the same about that topic, I would have thought yes. And come to find out, she thinks very differently, and that's okay. She's still my friend. I still respect her as a person. But that kind of brings me to the proposal to you to maybe, if you're willing to go at it from a perspective of openness and awareness of someone else's perspective and still respecting them, with the goal of still respecting them as a human being after the conversation, still respecting your relationship that currently exists, I highly recommend to explore topics that you may have a different opinion about with someone you care about, or with a stranger who, I don't know, let's just say you're at a meetup or, a gathering with people who are there for that intention of having those cool conversations. As long as you know the environment is healthy and not going to turn into an argument, which I guess you can't always guarantee won't happen, but you can choose to manage your own reaction in order to prevent that type of thing. However, my point is, I recommend going into a conversation with that healthy perspective of, it doesn't change who I am because I think differently that they are than they do. It doesn't change who they are. It just projects or identifies or highlights the fact that we've had different experiences, which has molded our opinion about different things. And so my proposal is to have a discussion with someone that you know feels differently than you, just to explore, maybe you actually feel the way they do, and you never really thought about it. You just had your one lens of perception on that, and just, didn't even question that. You just thought, well, I guess this is how I think, and this is why. But then when you hear someone else is potentially opposing, or not opposing, more so just like differing perspective, you might be like, oh, maybe I'm that way and I didn't know it. But now I'm going to take it internal and kind of identify, where do I really feel? And I'm not recommending that you go into it from their perspective of changing your mind either, just being open. I feel if the entire world had, I can't fix the entire world, I'm going to try. If the entire world had that perspective of, you think differently than me, cool. I think differently than you, nice. Can we go get a cup of coffee and chat about it? That this world would be so much different. We'd be able to experience and explore so many really cool possibilities of discussion, really cool possibilities of understanding each other's differences in cultures, differences in opinions, differences in why. And I'm not saying it's for the goal of actually melding perspectives, but the goal of like enriching our lives with the awareness of how other people think and feel and process their experiences. So hopefully this has encouraged you. It put a smile on my face to have that conversation with my friend. It actually puts a smile on my face every time I have those types of conversations, because I strive to have those types of conversations. I'm not gonna lie, there are still those moments when I get a little nervous, like, oh gosh, do I tell them I feel differently? But it's who I am, and so I've stopped getting as nervous, and I've started getting more curious. And I have walked away from conversations thinking, wow, now I get it. I too feel that way. I just didn't really have the whole picture. So just throwing that out there as a possibility. I hope you are inspired by this video to go get to know someone in a little bit different light. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.